This tutorial is to help you with the train link pin. So we go to standard.ipt, and we're going to be looking at the linkage pin or linkage peg. Either term is okay. I will say this diagram is missing a key measurement. So I'll put that in as we draw it. So go to new sketch. Once again, with these cylindrical based objects, we're going to draw a profile of the object and then revolve the object. So our basic profile is going to be a height. So there's the shaft. And then we're going to create an arc here that will give us our sort of our dome. Let's put some measurements on here first. We know the total height is 0.325. And we know underneath the cap is 0.25. So let's go ahead and put those in. So this one is 0.325. And then the shorter one is 0.25. Now, the biggest problem, the one thing we don't have is the measurement of this. So we do know the bottom. So we're going to dimension the bottom. And if the diameter is 0.625, then we need half of that. So I'm going to type in 0.0625/2. And so 0.031, but I believe that's 0.03125 if we wanted to make sure we had that precision. And then we need this. We need the width here or from here to here, which we're not given either of those measurements. We could do center to far outside, which would give us the radius of the cap. This is a surface radius, so this is actually not the radius across the cap. This is the radius of the dome. So that's for our arc that we're going to create. That's what's missing. We're missing the other radius or the diameter of this circular cap. So I'm going to make an estimation. This distance here versus this vertical distance. So the vertical distance is 0.25. This is about half of that. So I'm going to estimate that instead of 0.25, this distance is 0.125. Okay, so those should be my measurements. I'm going to move this, hit escape. I'm going to move this down and out of the way here. And now we're going to draw an arc. From the top here, connect over here to the right, and then bow it outward just a little bit. We don't want to go too far. And now we can dimension this with the surface radius of 0.1562. So this should be 0.1562. I can already tell that's going to be an issue. So let's change this. Instead of 0.125, let's change this to 0.1 and see what it looks like. That's a little bit better. So all I did was change this to 0.1. So make sure we've changed this width here to 0.1. And then finish sketch. Now we can revolve this, and then it says select axis, the vertical axis here, and we should have a nice little bolt, or little pin. Okay. The final feature, if we look on the diagram, optional chamfer at the bottom edge. So we're going to chamfer a 0.01 45 degrees, just like we've done before on others. So we come here and we do chamfer. It says we want to switch to the middle where we have a distance, which the distance was 0.01 and 45 degrees. So we click the face. So the face is the circle on the bottom. And then you click the edge. The edge is here. And then we click OK. And that is the chamfer we need. File. Save as. All right, that's it for the link pin. The next video will cover how to make the drawing sheet.